doesn't like to break records? Most spoons attached on a body, tallest mohawk, tallest fingernails. Believe it or not, these are all Guinness Book records. But our focus today is not on silly records. Today, we have a man who already set multiple achievements to his name despite being just 23 years old. It's Erling Haaland, and these are 10 of his record that will be impossible to break. Starting off at number 10. The Norwegian didn't wait long to start breaking records. In fact, he proceeded in doing so since his early RB Salzburg days. He started by scoring a hat-trick on his Champions League debut against Genk. He went on to score 5 more goals in the following group games against Liverpool and Napoli. Imagine being a teenager and becoming the first to score in 5 consecutive UEFA Champions League matches. Haaland wasn't just another young talent, but a prodigy destined for greatness. And as we now know, this was just the beginning of the crazy career he is having. Haaland's brilliant performances brought interest from several top European clubs before he finally switched to Borussia Dortmund, bringing us to record number 9. Once he joined the Bundesliga, a common question began to arise. Would he live up to the hype? Will he be able to continue his brilliant goal-scoring record in a better league? Well, Haaland answered in style. On his debut, he netted not 1, not 2, but 3 goals. At the age of 19 years and 182 days old, Haaland became the second youngest player to score a hat-trick on his Bundesliga debut. You're probably saying, he's the second to do that. How does that make his record special? Well, Haaland didn't start that game. Instead, he came off the bench in the 56th minute and scored his hat-trick in just 23 minutes. At Borussia Dortmund, Haaland's hunger for goals seemed insatiable, especially on Europe's grandest stage, the Champions League. This brings us to record number 8. After scoring 8 Champions League goals with Salzburg, the Norwegian continued his brilliant goal-scoring record with the German side, achieving a feat that seemed impossible. 20 Champions League goals in just 14 appearances in the competition. The man is playing FIFA in the easiest setting. And so for number 7, Haaland defied logic and expectations. Scoring 25 goals in one's first 25 league appearances isn't just impressive, it's otherworldly. It is safe to say that the Bundesliga was terrified of the Norwegian Terminator. After 2 seasons and a half in Germany, it was time for Haaland to make the next big move in his career. And so, he joined Manchester City after they activated his €75 million release clause. That turned out to be an absolute bargain. The blue side of Manchester buzzed with excitement when Erling Haaland donned the City jersey, and the player took no time to adapt to his new league. And so, for number 6, forget about him scoring 13 goals in 7 consecutive games at the start of the campaign, because we have a more mind-blowing stat. By the end of game 21, Haaland scored 25 goals, surpassing the previous year's Golden Boot winners, the year before that, and the year before that, and the year before that. That's right. Haaland has surpassed the last 4 Golden Boot winners halfway through the season. Will that ever happen again? We really doubt that. He scored goals left, right, and center, including 3 hat-tricks in the first 9 games. Speaking of hat-tricks, this is where record number 5 comes in. His first hat-trick of the season came against Crystal Palace, adding him to an exceptional club of players who scored in 3 major European leagues: the Austrian Bundesliga, the German Bundesliga, and the English Premier League. But wait, that's not it. His third hat-trick, which came against Manchester United, made him set a new record on his own. He became the first Premier League player to score a hat-trick in 3 consecutive home games. This brings us to record number 4. With his Derby hat-trick, Haaland became the fastest player to score 3 Premier League hat-tricks, as he did so in just 8 games. You thought that Haaland's love for a Champions League goal faded now that he is focused on the Premier League, didn't you? Well, at number 3, we have another CL record. Haaland went on to win the historic treble during his first season with the Citizens, with the Champions League title being the most important one. So, the Norwegian went on to score 12 goals throughout the competition, helping Manchester City lift the long-awaited title. 5 of those goals came in a single game. Manchester City faced RB Leipzig in the tournament's round of 16. During the return leg, Haaland scored 5 goals in City's 7. 0 win, making him the 3rd player to do so after Lionel Messi and Luis Adriano. What's that, you say? This record was already done? Well, what if we told you Haaland was denied the chance to become the first player to score 6 goals in a single CL game? Yes. Unlike Messi and Luis Adriano, Haaland was subbed off in the 63rd minute. We bet he wanted to choke Guardiola for taking him off. His 12 goals during the 2022-2023 Champions League campaign helped him break another record. For number 2, he became the fastest player to reach 35 Champions League goals, as he did so in 27 games. The previous record holder was Ruud van Nistelrooy, who scored his 35th goal in his 42nd game. Even legends of the game are not safe. And this brings us to number 1, his most impressive record to date. He didn't just set the Premier League on fire, he absolutely demolished it by scoring 36 goals in 35 games, setting a new record and overtaking the likes of Andy Cole, Alan Shearer, and Mo Salah. That is just scary. He averaged 1.02 goals per Premier League game. Got the picture? The Norwegian is just 23 years old and smashing every record he faces. But wait, we have a bonus record for you. Let us take you back in time. On January 22nd, 2006, a 5-year-old Haaland broke his first world record. Yes, you heard that right. He achieved a feat that even adults struggle to do. Erling leaped 1.63 meters to set the record for the longest standing long jump by a 5-year-old. To this day, he still holds the record to his name. It seems like the Terminator has always been destined to break records. We reached the end of the video, guys. Remember to hide your records because Haaland will come running to break them if he finds out. We hope you enjoyed our video. Hit those like and subscribe buttons, and make sure to share your thoughts in the comments.